have a prime minister, and there are those in the media who are supporting him, and I think they are accomplices. They are parties to the crime. Because everything we go on, them find some excuse to justify it and excuse it away. Some of them gone as far as saying nothing wrong with corruption. Then something could have gone so. How can you tell a young youth down in Westmoreland who drive a market, say him have to show you how him get the money if he buy it, but the Prime Minister not tell the country how him get the money where him have? No. When we come to represent people, we don't come here to represent you because we want to see ourselves on TV. We don't come here to represent you because we want to make money out of this. This is supposed to be service to the people. We currently are having a problem in this country. We have a prime minister, and there are those in the media who are supporting him, and I think they are accomplices. They are parties to the crime. Because everything we go on, them find some excuse to justify it and excuse it away. Some of them gone as far as saying nothing wrong with corruption. Then something could have gone so. Something could have gone so. How can you tell a young youth down in Westmoreland who drive a market, say him have to show you how him get the money if he buy it, but the Prime Minister not tell the country how him get the money where him have? Any public sector worker that they came out and said those things about could not still be in their job. They would have sent them on interdiction and tell them, say them have to resolve this matter before they can go on. But I don't want Labourites afraid of Andrew Holness. So I now ask you if you put him on the interdiction. Call the election and make we sort out your business. The Labour Party is at fault, you know. Comrade leader, you mean to tell me, say you don't have one dege Labourite will look for Andrew Holness and say this no look good? Not even one of them over there can put up their hand and say no, this no look good, we need to do something else. Them a behave like him a hold up them party. What kind of party do you have if it is held ransom by one man? You're supposed to build a structure that can work and you can change a leader and it's not a problem. When we change to Mark Golding, they say all sort of foolishness. Mark Golding show them that him have brains, show them that him have big heart, show them that him have commitment, determination, drive, and went out there and work hard and look at the People's National Party now. You know how them passed them place 4 years ago? 4 years ago, them say we dead, you know. 4 years ago, them say them a turn with HQ in a museum. 4 years ago, then take all sort of liberty with us. Well, we are telling them tonight from Dongasav that we are back and we come to restore that which was taken away from us. When I used to go to sports day, they would say, Andrew in the garden, hiding, hiding, hiding. Andrew in the garden, hiding, hiding from Mark Golding. Andrew, where are you? Andrew, where are you? You're hiding from Mark Golding. Make welcome the president of the party, the future prime minister, Mark Jefferson Golding.
March, we are march, 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 we are march, 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 we are marching on, go raise, and
selector. Oh, you mean?
7 weeks. It took about 7 weeks for this. I'm not gonna cry.
Oh, you mean? Oh my gosh, you look good, man. Westmoreland, you look good tonight. PNP River come down in a Savlamar, bank to bank. Comrade Chairman of the meeting, Comrade General Secretary, all of the, Comrade Chair, all of the, Comrade VP, all the comrades on the platform, all the candidates, members of parliament, councillors, caretakers. Most of all of you, the workers and warriors, foot soldiers and supporters of the People's National Party here in Westmoreland. Oh gosh, the word is love. I have to say good evening, Westmoreland. I have to say good evening, Savannah Lamar. And I have to say good evening to every corner of this parish where pride still lives, even when pain has tried to take its place. I am Mark Golding, a son of Jamaica. And when we win the next election and I become Prime Minister, there will only have been one Prime Minister of Jamaica who wasn't born in Jamaica, and that is Edward Seaga, a Jamaica Labour Party Prime Minister. So all them attack and all them a go on. Them can't fool the people. I come to you as a servant of the people. I come to you not just as a politician, but as a man on a mission to rebuild a nation that has been broken, not by poverty alone, but by mismanagement, neglect, and betrayal. Jamaica is a beautiful country, a country of strength and brilliance and soul. But our people are tired. Tired of being told to wait. Tired of paying more to get less. Tired of watching our youth lose faith. Our elders suffering with lack of care. And our workers losing their rights and their hope. The question is no longer whether we need change. Everybody knows Jamaica needs change. The question is, what kind of leadership will deliver that change? And to that I say this: we need a leadership that is competent, that is compassionate, and that is courageous. Leadership that speaks for the people. Leadership that builds substance around solutions for the people. And leadership that has integrity and in which the people can have trust and confidence. I did not come into politics to get rich. But when I came into politics, I was one of the top lawyers in Jamaica, one of the commercial law experts of this land. And I had started with friends 2 successful businesses, one of which had been sold and one which we were then proceeding with. So I had built my foundation already. I had been blessed by Jamaica, land we love, land of my birth, and I came to serve the people because I felt a commitment that I must come here and do what I can to make this land a better place for all. I offer you a steady hand through turbulent times. I will restore dignity where it has been stripped away from the system of governance in this country. I will bring honesty where corruption has ensnared this nation. And I will rebuild trust where trust has been shattered by 10 years of Labour Party shenanigans. I want a Jamaica where the farmers of Westmoreland can feed their families and feed this nation and earn a decent living in doing so. Where the teacher in the primary school has a classroom that is safe and who feels supported and respected by the system of education in the country. Where the single mother in any city community, like we have here in Sav, can take her child to a clinic and be seen, cared for, and healed. Where the youth on the Gully Bank, or the youth in Mount Peace, or in Sav, is not judged by where he is from, but is given help to get where he wants to go. That is the mission of the People's National Party. And this is not fantasy. This is possible in Jamaica. But it is only possible with leadership that believes in people, not propaganda. Only with a government that puts the people above their cronies, their friends and company. And only with a movement that starts from the ground up, not from the top down. We in the People's National Party are ready. We're ready to lead with integrity. We're ready to govern with vision. We are ready to partner with you in Paul Island, in Fuller's Field, in Townhead, in Friendship, indeed, in every corner of Westmoreland to move this great country forward. And I must personally say that when we were looking at the decriminalization of personal use of ganja, I had Westmoreland very much in mind because I knew that the highest grade and the highest quality of ganja in Jamaica is right here in Westmoreland, Orange Hill, big up yourself, and all other top areas for the ganja in the country.
Oh. Hey. Whoa. Sweet. Whoa. Oh, well. Hey. I from a stand up on volcano sound and a burn me ganja pipe. Babylon, come and tell me.
Barrington Levy, big up yourself, my brethren. So, comrades, we're going to have a very progressive agricultural policy. That is why Westmoreland gets, as their next MP in Eastern Westmoreland, Dr. Dayton Campbell, shadow spokesman for agriculture, a brilliant mind, a man of action, a man of integrity, and a man of vision. When we establish the Agricultural Development Fund, and we put some of the income taxes, some of the taxes on the imports of food rather, and we put them into that fund to support the farmers of this country and to support the farmers of Westmoreland, life will be better for Jamaica. We will be able to produce more food. Right now, we're importing nearly double the amount of food each year than was being imported when the PNP was last in office. $1.6 billion US a year of food is being imported, supporting farmers not in Jamaica, but in foreign. And the licenses to bring in a lot of that food are issued on a friend and company basis. Enough top labor right benefit from those licenses, while the farmers have to compete with subsidized food being imported into Jamaica. It is not right. We are going to use the Agricultural Development Fund to support farm roads, storage facilities, including cold storage for the farmers, irrigation systems and water systems. We're going to properly capitalize the PC banks so that farmers can get credit to support the financing of their operations. And we're going to support rather to ensure that the necessary technical support is in place to deal with all the challenges that farmers face every day. Respect due to the farmers. We know that water is a huge crisis in Jamaica. all over the country, people suffering because they don't have water. And I know in Westmoreland, you have that problem as well. That's why you get a VP, Ian Hills, the man who shadows water, is going to be the next member of parliament in Western Westmoreland. And I'll be working closely with him because the main infrastructural needs of this country right now is water. And we have to put the necessary investments and the sensible expenditure of public funds to deliver water to the people. And the third issue that people bawl and lament about is the road. And Jamaica has spent the last 30 years doing wonderful things for the big highways that go across the coast and the one that runs through the middle. But all the interior roads and all the scheme roads where people have to drive every day, them have to mash up them front end on those roads because they're not being properly maintained. And that is why young Dwayne Vaz is going to be involved in the solution to that problem in the ministry with responsibility for road and works. So all the major portfolios, Westmoreland, the people we have put in place to represent you are people who will have responsibility for delivering those things to you. When it comes to housing, we know that so many high-end houses have been built under this government. But ordinary housing for the ordinary Jamaican citizen, hardly any of that has been built. There's a huge demand, unfulfilled, for affordable housing in the country. And we are going to build 50,000 affordable houses in our first term. And we're going to do it on public lands that are not suitable for agriculture. And we're going to ensure that when we build those houses through the agencies of government like the National Housing Trust, we are not going to include the value of the land in the price of the house. So that when you buy one of those houses, you're getting the land essentially for free. And you're getting value right then and there that you would not otherwise had, because we want to empower and make owners of our people. And for young people, many of them struggle to get through, and they've become professionals and they want to buy a house, but they have no chance of doing it under the Jamaica Labour Party. We have the Young Person Deposit Fund that we will be establishing within the NHT that will ensure that anyone up to 35 years old who is going to become a first-time buyer of their home, as long as they've been in the fund for at least NHT contributor for at least 2 years, they will be qualifying for a grant of $500,000 to pay down on their house. That is money they don't have to repay. A grant. We will be restoring the loan benefits that used to exist for public sector workers, the lower interest rate. For the lowest paid NHT borrowers, we will take off the burden of the insurance off of you, and the NHT will cover that cost. We are thinking about the needs of the people. That is why we are going to tackle the issue of absenteeism from school, the hungry belly that caused it. We are going to tackle the issue of absenteeism from school, the hungry belly that caused it, the high transportation costs that caused it. That is why when Dr. Campbell spoke about the 55% of Jamaicans who are suffering from food insecurity, we have to improve the nourishment of the children, and we will ensure all needy children have at least one hot, nutritious meal a day in school, whether it be primary or secondary school. And if you can't afford the transportation costs and we assess the situation and say so, we will provide a subsidy for your transportation. Busman, taximan, trusted and vetted will be the ones providing that, getting the benefit, because the children must get to school. And we have the First in Family Scholarship Program. If you are the first person in your family to have qualified for university or college, under the next PNP government, you will get a full scholarship to send you to university or college. We're doing it for you, but we're also doing it for your brothers and sisters who will benefit from the fact that you got through, courtesy of the People's National Party government. And we expect you to pay it forward and help to lift them up as well so that your family can move up the next level towards achieving the dreams that they have. Comrades, we heard about the land policy. We want to make owners of the Jamaican people. So if you're on public land and you've been living there for over 25 years, you have a right to your title, and we will make sure it happens. And if you're there for less than 25 and you want to acquire it, we'll make it available for sale on reasonable terms so that you can acquire a title for it if you wish. Because we're not going to bulldoze anybody off a land like Andrew Holness. We're not going to send eviction notices to people who have lived on land for 30 or 40 years like Andrew Holness. We're not in a them thing there. Social justice is a vital thing in this country. That is why we decriminalize personal use of ganja. That is why we're going to review and change the law about contract work, especially for the hotel workers, but also for all the other workers. The court did it for the security guards, not the Labour Party. The court made a ruling and said the security guards must be treated as full-time employees. And I don't see why it should be limited to the security guards. I'm glad they got that. And we're going to do it for all workers across the land because we defend the right of workers. We set up the IDT, the Industrial Disputes Tribunal under Michael Manley. We dealt with the Labour Relations and Industrial Disputes Act, equal pay for women and so many other things that have empowered our people. And the contract work thing is iniquitous in the way it is being used by some employers, and we're going to change it. That is why beach access is so critical as well across the country, where so many of the finest beaches in the country are not available, accessible to our people. We intend to change that as well, because other countries in the Caribbean that have good tourism industries like we don't exclude their people from the beaches. So why should we in Jamaica have to do that? It is not right. We're going to change that as well. Comrades, all of these things will require a government in which you can have trust and confidence, a government of integrity. That is why we intend to strengthen, not weaken, the institutions that support good governance in the country. The independence of the Integrity Commission is absolutely critical. We will not undermine it, we will support it. The other institutions like the Financial Investigations Division, we will not undermine it by appointments of persons who are totally inappropriate for the post for a variety of reasons. No, we will ensure that the right procedures are followed so the right people, the best people, the most qualified and suitable people get those jobs. We are going to modify the gag clause, which now exists, where persons under investigation, you can't know about it until the final report reaches Parliament. So right now in this coming election, there are going to be a number of candidates who are under investigation for corruption offenses and nobody don't know who they are. That cannot be right. We are going to change that when we form government. And we're going to enhance transparency, that every member of government, not just the leader of the opposition or the Prime Minister, will have their statutory declarations, a summary, published so that the people can know that their leaders are leading in an open and transparent way. The people of Jamaica deserve that type of leadership. And with impeachment, we're going to come with impeachment. The inspiration for me to I brought the impeachment bill back to Parliament with some modifications 3 years ago, and the government has done nothing with it. And we can't pass it because we are in the minority in the Parliament. They have done nothing about it, even though it was a manifesto promise from 2016 of Andrew Holness. The inspiration why I brought that bill, why I dusted it off and set it up a little differently so it would cover a wider range of terrible acts, was because the MP for this constituency here, was caught on video with a big stool, beat a woman badly in a car park. I couldn't believe my eyes that a member of Parliament would behave like that. And they did nothing about it. The man sat in Parliament, he received no sanction from Parliament, and now they have him and they're going to run him as a candidate in this country. Big disrespect to the women of Central Westmoreland. Big disrespect to the women of Jamaica. That is why we must have an impeachment procedure so that we can address those type of issues where the parliamentarians and public officials behave in a way that brings their office into disrepute. There must be something that can be done to sanction them. Comrades, We are ready for government. We are ready to deliver for the Jamaican people. We have a strong team, a mixture of age and youth, experience and exuberance. And all of them have signed the Leadership Code of Conduct of the Integrity Commission. Every single one has signed that Code of Conduct, committing themselves to good governance and principled leadership. Not one Labourite has signed that Code of Conduct. It's a crying shame. And this is why I'm saying to you, comrades, Westmoreland has been good to the PNP for so many years. And I'm asking you to deliver the trifecta in the next election. I need East, I need West, I need Central back in the column of the People's National Party. And we will ensure that we don't disappoint. We will learn our lessons because we may have got a little complacent. No time for complacency again. We will be working for you to deliver what you need to make your lives better. Comrades, this moment is not about me. It is a sweeping call to purpose. A reintroduction of the kind of leadership Jamaica deserves. I do not ask for your loyalty. I do not ask for faith. I do not ask for silence. I ask for your voices to be heard. I do not ask for blind support. I ask for partnership. A building of a Jamaica where no child is left behind, where no community is ignored, where no dream is dismissed because of how much money you don't have and where you were born. This is our time. This is our task. This is our turn to make history, and to make history that counts, not just slogans. Jamaica, time come. Time come for a better life. Let us build that better life with love, with courage, and with each other. Thank you, Savannah Lamar. Thank you, Westmoreland. Thank you for believing that something better is possible. We will not let you down. The word is love. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people.
Power to the people.
Be a better Jamaica. Secure your future. Time come for a better life, so let's come together and make things right. Be a better Jamaica. Secure your future. Time come for the PNP. Take Jamaica and set the people free. Mark Golding, the party leader, ready to run out and fix opinion. Dr. Angela Brown Burke, ready to work and she serious, no smile, no smirk. Julian J. Robinson, you see me, ready for help, make a better Jamaica for we. And everybody know all's well. Welcome the man Philip Paulwell, Steve McGregor, Joseph Witter, Stacey Knight and Patricia Sutherland, Ethne Miller Simpson, Christopher Henry, Patrick Peter King, Paul Buchanan, Dennis Garden and John Garden Webley, George Anthony Hilton. From 1938 we agreed and we still strong. Time come.
The proceeding was paid for by the People's National Party.